everybody, it's Amy Gleason here from Plastic City Comic Con.
And Keith Gleason, how's it going?
Just a reminder, Plastic City Comic Con is Saturday, April 21st, 2018, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. in Fitchburg, Massachusetts. $5 admission, free parking, kids 12 and under are free.
Yep, can't find a better deal in New England. So we're back with our normal weekly comic review this week. Amy, why don't you start us off? What are you going to review this week?
I'm going to review Klaus, Crisis in Christmasville, or x-massville.
Oh, yeah, okay.
This is put out by Boom Studio, and I started reading Klaus, I think it was around 2016, when I first noticed it, December of 2016, and basically it's like a big, brawny brawler version of Santa Claus. So it's like Santa Claus was a superhero, and that sounds kind of like a goofy premise, but it's not goofy at all. It's really good.
Yeah, I've read it. It's pretty good.
It is, yeah. I'm not just making this up. This guy's read it. It's written by Grant Morrison, illustrated by Dan Mora. This one came out in December of 2017. The cover price was a little high for me. It was $7.99, so I kind of held off on buying it, but I did pick it up recently. And I have to say, I really like this story. This one book is a standalone story. Essentially, in this one, an evil soda company, the Pola Cola Company, which is kind of cool because it reminded me of Polar soda.
I think they're trying to draw an allegation between like Coca-Cola and this company.
Yeah,
because they always tried to do like the whole Christmas.
Right, Santa was their mascot. Yeah. But this one, which is not Polar Cola, it's Pola Cola. Basically, they're trying to make people think that Santa is evil. They can then replace Santa Claus with their own version of Santa Claus, who is like the Pola Cola Santa Claus. And to do that, to make people think that Santa is evil, they're in league with aliens. And they're kidnapping children in exchange for weapons and power from the aliens. And they're also being helped by a negative kind of evil version of Santa Claus.
They don't really come out and say that it's Krampus, do they?
Not in this one, no. They don't. It's not. I don't know if it is Krampus in this one. He kind of is, isn't he? I think so. Krampus is the big foe from the first Claus series that came out in 2016. He's like the big bad guy that Santa fights. On this one, they don't come out and say it, but there is a negative evil Santa that Santa Claus has to battle. And it's good.
Yeah, I should say it's more superhero than it is like a Christmas book or something.
Oh, yeah, no, it's not. It has practically nothing to do with Christmas, I would say. Yeah. He doesn't even have reindeer. He has a magical wolf named Lily, who's like a white wolf. That's kind of cool. So she fights by his side and pulls his sleigh, which is kind of neat. Yeah, that's cool.
It's more like Grant Morrison's superhero stuff than it is like his weird Vertigo type stuff. So that's good. So you don't have to really get a lofty kind of story.
Yeah, no, it's a fun, straightforward story. And it is Santa Claus, but you're right. It's Santa Claus as a superhero.
So what's your grades on the story and art?
Well, this is tough because you read it too, so I'm kind of interested in your grade. The art, I will give an A. I love Dan Mora's artwork in this book. I like the colors, the characterizations, everything. I love the way he draws. I think it's great. So he gets an A. And the writing, I would also give an A. If I could give it like a 95.5%, which is still an A, I think they tried to squeeze a lot into one book. It probably could have been like 2 books.
Yeah, for the price of what you paid for it.
Well, yeah, for what I paid. But also story-wise, I felt like it was a little bit too compressed. But that's so an A. That's what I would give it.
Yeah, I give it like a solid like B+, I guess.
Yeah.
For our story. Art, I agree with you, is A. Dan Moore is pretty good. I don't know what else he's done, but he's good. Good artist.
Mm-hmm. What do you think about the story?
I liked it. Yeah, I liked it. I think the few miniseries I read were good too. So
Yeah, it's fun, and I like that they sort of stand alone. If it's something that comes out every December, I'll definitely read it. 'Cause
Yeah,
I like the
think you could
character,
do
I like
that.
the story. Yeah, it's pretty good.
All right, cool.
So that's my grade. And what do you have to review today,
I'm
Keith?
gonna review another $7.99 book. Which I'll get into that in a minute. But the Swamp Thing winter special. So this basically has like 2 stories in it. I was gonna pick it up regardless of the creative team because I love Swamp Thing. The main story is by 2 probably. I'd say Tom King is probably right up there with like Jeff Lemire and Scott Snyder as being like the hotshot writer of the moment right now. And the artist is another one that's going to be in everybody's radar real soon. The Jason Fabuk, I think his name is.
Is he the cover artist also?
I think so. Yeah, he is.
Because I like that cover a lot.
Yeah, he's very good. He reminds me of a lot like Ethan Van Sciver, or in that kind of style. Like, and then the second story is by the creator of Swamp Thing, Len Wein. But what they decided to do was he had died recently, rest in peace, Len, and they never lettered the book. So they presented the story with just the pictures. It looks like the artwork was done. And then in the back, they put the script for the issue, which is, if you're a comic writer, it's very interesting to go and read this, look at this Swamp Thing book, because of the way Len Wein wrote the script for this was kind of wild. It was just, there was no dialogue put in. It was just his descriptions of everything that was happening on the page. So it was kind of interesting to see his breakdown of it. And then Kelly Jones did the artwork for it. So he's been around forever. He's a really good stylized artist. And the thing with Kelly Jones that I got to give major props for, and this is a sign of a great artist, is that if you can read the book without any dialogue and follow it, it's a success, and totally could read it. You can tell exactly what was going on. And I was reading about it in the back, and they said it was like the first issue of a planned, like, Len Wein was supposed to do like a mini series or something with Swamp Thing, so it never got past this issue, unfortunately.
That's too bad.
But yeah, I'll talk about the Tom King one. Tom King story is really good as well. Swamp Thing. It doesn't explain how it happens, but all of a sudden he's trapped in like this never-ending winter world, where he's kind of cut off from the green, which is the source of his power, which is like the plant elemental afterlife or whatever, is very Alan Moore, from the Alan Moore days. And he's with a child. He's trying to keep the child alive, and they keep getting attacked by this unseen like snow beast that they keep calling it. And it almost like the story picks up almost after every battle with them, as the Swamp Thing's getting weaker and weaker because he doesn't have his source of power. And it's really good. It's a couple cool twists and turns, and if you like Tom King, this is definitely worth checking out, because I'd say he nailed. If someone told me this was an Alan Moore Swamp Thing story, I would have believed them, because it was very, very much felt like an Alan Moore Swamp Thing story. So if you like that, the only thing I don't like is a $7.99 price tag. I mean,
but it is an 80-page giant.
It's an 80-pager, but it's so hard to pay that much for. Like, if I didn't get this through DCBS, I think I paid $4.50 for it, maybe with my discount. It'd be kind of tough. Even $4.50 was a lot to pay for this,
Yeah.
But I will say, same thing with that one.
The $8.99 or $7.99 is tough.
I would say out of all these $7.99 ones, this was one of the ones more worth reading now, especially if you like Swamp Thing and these creators. And I love Tom King, but I'm also annoyed by him too, because he's one of, and it's not just him; it's a lot of modern writers. Like he writes Batman right now, and these modern writers, they love to cut away from the action as a fight's about to break out.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It just kind of, that always kind of irks me with comic books, because usually like you get up to the action's always the payoff of like the story building up, so. and it's not just Tom King. I'm just picking on him because I'm reviewing this issue, but it's something with the modern writers. But yeah, I digress. Anyway, so I will give the story an A because, like I said, it was really well done. It reminded me of Alan Moore's Swamp Thing stories, and Jason Fabok. Phenomenal too. I give his artwork like an A+. I think he's like a really great talent. So yeah, so that's my review of this.
So begrudgingly worth
$7.99. But I would say if you can wait and try to find that at a convention at like a half the price or something, definitely go for it.
I did get this on sale too.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, you got that for $5.
Yeah, because we went to Harrison's.
Or wait for that. Wait for a deal, because like I bet this in some stores would be considered like almost like a trade paperback. That's the other thing annoying. These are almost like the old prestige formats, which were only like $4. So I don't know. I know they're trying to sell books and stuff, but
yep.
That's the one thing I pick on these two books.
Yeah.
I give the pricing an F minus.
Yeah.
So,
but luckily they were, because I would have been mad if I paid like $7.99 and it wasn't good.
That's the thing.
Oh,
both
They're
issues
both
I think are very
books.
satisfying. But if you can find them cheaper than $8, or if you have unlimited income and you just want to support good titles, we recommend both of these. So. All right, that's it for our review this week. Do you have anything else to add?
No, I think that's it.
All right, so we already did all our credits at the beginning, so definitely $5 for Plastic City, and then if you like our reviews, definitely like the channel and subscribe to us.
And if you've read any of the stuff that we've reviewed and want to give us your take on it, please do in the comment section.
We would love to hear from you guys. So or even let us know at the show or anywhere, social media. You can find me on social media everywhere, Twitter, Facebook. So
find us there, and we'll catch you guys later.
Talk to you guys later. Bye.
Bye.